Last episode we didn't talk about it, but as of recording this, do you know what happened yesterday, Zach?
No, Jacob, I have no idea. What is it? What happened? Please.
Well, the Streamer Awards happened yesterday.
My fucking God, I can't believe it. I tell you, if my favorite streamer, W2XCC5, didn't fucking win anything, I'm gonna kill myself. Shouldn't make that joke. We'll cut that.
Well,
That's okay.
every every year gets better. Each performance, it gets better. Each iteration is great. My favorite streamer was one of the people hosting the red carpet equivalent for streamers, right?
Uh-huh.
It's very interesting because looking at it,
Wait,
there
you
was,
said that one of the what is it?
there's
Fucking
three hosts.
Pokimane? Is that who you're talking about
No,
here?
that's the co-host of the whole event.
Okay.
Dumbo.
Okay.
Let me finish speaking. So the red carpet hosts, there was Will Neff, there was Sea Dog VA, and then there was Extra Emily. So Sea Dog VA streams in Japan. He does like a big charity stream every year called
Mhm.
Cyclothon or whatever. He also does like charity options. Extra Emily does a bunch of like IRL stuff where she just walks around as a menace to society in the nicest way possible. Will Neff just does pretty much everything, but I would say as of recently, he's most known for joining OTK and
Mhm.
being the person who reacts to Survivor on stream.
Okay.
That's cool. The co-host this year, because one of the things is that the creator of the event, Cutie, she wants it to be ran by women because she puts all
Mhm.
that work in. Because usually, if there's guys in the industry working with a woman, they'll be like, "Oh, it was only that big because you had so and so with you," which is
That's fair.
accurate statement. Like that happens all the time. Accurate as in we can see why she wouldn't want them to say that, seeing as how she's the one making it. Well, it was great. I know they had different performances during
Mhm.
it by different musicians or artists or whatever. I'm not sure who two of them were. I think it was three, but I
Mm.
know the last one was Baby No Money. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, the rapper.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because the one song I know from him that I knew before, I saw him on any streams because he does go on streams quite a lot or
Mhm.
YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Was like I don't know. It was like I can't. I'm not gonna try to recreate it because I don't know the full lyrics, but it's one of the most notable ones. Let's see. Money.
Is it one of the many ones he did with Young Gravy that are popular?
No,
Ah.
I didn't even know who Young Gravy was.
Oh, well, that's fair.
I think it's La La La. I think that's it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I
I know
think
that song.
yes. I think he did it with Y2K. But
That sounds
either
about
way,
right.
he, he performed there. That's cool. I know he was on Ludwig's podcast at one point. That was cool. But the cool thing about the Streamer Awards is like if you're like a small streamer and
Mhm.
you wanted to react to it, as long as you weren't invited or nominated to win an award, because you would have been like invited to be there if you were, you can
Yeah.
actually restream it under the special events tab every year. So if you look at her channel, obviously you can see the view count spike, but if you look at the category for special events whenever she
Yeah.
goes live, that's like the real count because that includes everyone that is watching on any stream.
I gotcha.
But it was great. I don't know exactly who won. I do know that for React streamer, I think it was. or variety streamer. It might be react streamer. Will Neff did not win. I believe it was Kai Cenat. Streamer Award 2024. I'm sure they have to say it on here. Okay, yeah, winners. Rubber Ross won. Weren't you talking about him last episode or the episode before that?
Yeah, I was laughing because I don't know. I'm looking at the entire Wikipedia, like the entire awards, right?
Yeah.
I I know the name. I know two people in this entire thing. I know Rubber Ross because I do enjoy. I used to enjoy the stuff he did with Game Grumps, and I enjoy his art. And then I know Maximilian Dude, who won the Legacy Award,
I have no idea who that
because
is.
he's been a long time fighting game creator. He's a YouTuber and he's a Twitch streamer. He's also runs a podcast I love with another YouTuber slash streamer that I love named Matt McMuscles, and it's Matt McMuscles, Maximilian Dude, and Justin Wong, who's a Evo. I think he holds the record for like the most fighting game Evo wins. Justin Wong. And the three of them talk about fighting video games. The podcast itself isn't really my speed because I don't care about fighting video games too much, but all three of them are really funny. I like their content. That's how I know about him.
I will
But that's
say,
lit. I don't know any of these other people.
like, looking at all this stuff, it's like all these winners or nominees, a lot of them, you can definitely tell that like a lot of them deserved it. But as I'm going down, I'm just like, damn, the people that I chose didn't win. The people who I thought most deserved it just didn't win, which I think it's funny in that sense of like looking at it, but it's also great when you look at all the nominees and you're like, you know what? You can't even be mad because all of them kind of deserve it in their own way. Because for instance, right, I don't know who Jenny TTY is, right? Twitch TV, whatever. I don't know who she is, but she won Best IRL Streamer. But I do know who Rob CD is in Extra Emily, because Extra Emily streams like all the time, and that's like mainly what she does.
Yeah.
And Rob CD essentially streams going through all of Japan, just wandering.
I guess it doesn't really matter because what the fuck do any of these awards mean, right? But is it not kind of weird to have one of your presenters be one of the people that's nominated?
I don't think she was nominated.
She Extra Emily, she's right here, best
That wasn't a
nominated for best
presenter. She was just interviewing.
Oh. No, it said the red carpet was hosted by Sea Dog VA, Extra Emily,
Yeah.
and Will Neff.
But that's
then she has.
that's only interviews on the red carpet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's
Oh, my
not
bad.
the host of the whole
Oh,
thing.
okay.
The only
I guess
hosts are
QT and Pokimane or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
because those two can't get nominated for anything. At least this year. Because last year it was Cutie and Valkyrie. And Valkyrie couldn't get nominated for anything. I'm pretty sure. But this year she actually won one. Also, Lethal Company won Stream Game of the Year, which makes sense.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised just every year Minecraft doesn't win. I feel like if you were just going purely off views, it probably would just win every year.
Well, Minecraft is like in that weird way a vocal minority. I would say, like, of course, there's a big audience for it, but that audience is shared with everyone, if that makes sense, that does Minecraft. It's not like, okay, for instance, because I'm pretty sure Quackity, like all the people nominated for Best Streamer, they've all like streamed together.
I feel that.
I'm like pretty sure. Because who I voted for was Tinakin, because that's the only one that I actually have watched do other stuff.
That's fair.
But I think Quackity actually opened up a Minecraft server this year that has like active voice translation in it.
Okay.
So like you can translate different languages to each other, which is really cool. I think that's what that did. I don't know who AMP is as like a content organization. I have no idea, no concept of what that is. But I know V Shoujo, Offline TV, and OTK. AMP, I've never heard of it, but I
I
assume
know.
they're good.
Let's see. I know who the. No, I don't actually. I lied.
Well, going all the way down, Will Nuff did win with Austin's show for best stream series, which was Name Your Price.
Fair.
Which essentially, I think you would actually enjoy that stream series because what that series is essentially they grab really old items and they buy it on
Hmm.
eBay, and the contestants have to guess what they paid for it.
I feel you.
But they're all dressed up in like old clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see where the best VTuber Iron Mouse. Cool. Kai
I've
Cenat
never in my
won
life watched a YouTube VTuber.
a lot.
What
Because
did you say?
I said Kai Cenat won best. It was just chatting. Because, like, I don't watch Kai Cenat, but I know, I'm pretty sure he had Nicki Minaj on his stream.
That's wild. Yeah, I've never heard of this guy. But yes, I can confirm he had Nicki Minaj on his stream at one point.
But all I hear from him, like, about him is, like, really good. I do know, I believe earlier in the year, he was doing giveaways in New York or something. And it caused a riot. Not because of him, but because everyone that came couldn't, like, control themselves.
Yeah, he was charged with first-degree rioting, inciting a riot, and unlawful assembly.
It was because he was going to give away, like, gaming computers and,
It was going to give
like,
away
gaming
PS5s
consoles.
and gift cards. That's what this says. In Union Square, along with Twitch streamer Phantom. Thousands of his followers appeared at the impromptu event, which soon spiraled out of control and devolved into a riot. The New York City Police Department mobilized forces in the area as a large group swarmed to Best Buy and other businesses in the area. Sanat was arrested by the NYPD for inciting civil unrest. Police also made 65 other arrests. He was later charged by the NYPD with first-degree rioting, inciting a riot, and unlawful assembly.
Yeah. The other thing, I think if we go all the way down, he also won just Streamer of the Year in general.
That's fair, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. The only person I know for Streamer of the Year would be Iron Mouse, but I don't know any of these other people.
I don't. Yeah, like I said, I knew two people on here, and I only watched one of them.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting looking at all these and being like, wow. I've never heard of, like, for you it's obvious because you don't watch streamers,
Yeah.
but looking at them and being like, I don't know who this person is, but it's crazy that they have enough of, like, not fandom, but enough of an audience to get voted as a nominee, and I haven't heard of them before.
Yeah, that's I mean that's the thing about streaming. Hell, that's the thing about this podcast. It's like this podcast right now is one of so many podcasts that
Yeah.
it hits a point where people will find it, people will listen, sure, but the vast majority of people that love podcasts, even that might like our podcast, will without you know, even if we became huge, you know what I mean, could potentially just never have any concept of it. Even if
Yeah.
you're in that space, because there's just so fucking many. There's so many creators. I mean, it is a flooded market for sure. So it's like no, I don't know who any of these people are because I don't watch streams. But even if I did watch streams, I still probably wouldn't know who most of these people are because I know they wouldn't be the kind of streamer I'd watch.
True.
Although one streamer I did watch at one point, apparently the 2022 one, Northern Lion. I do know him, and he got nominated for something. But then even that's fucking 3 years of stuff where I know three people.
You definitely know Meat Canyon.
No, I know Moist Critical though. I don't know Meat Canyon though.
I 100% You may not know you know them, but you know what they've made. They do a lot of like disgusting animations.
Oh yeah, and he himself, he's kind of like a bigger guy with like kind of a beard like
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I do know him. So
He
there's
won
that.
best art streamer in 2022, I think.
His stuff is always really
Oh,
funny, but
2023.
God, I can't look at it. It makes me so uncomfortable.
I love it. It's great. It's talented.
Doesn't what's it
T
called?
Pain
Doesn't
won
YouTube?
best music streamer.
That's fair. Doesn't fucking YouTube put on its own like the Streamy Awards?
I have no fucking idea.
Yes, they do.
When did it start though?
2009.
Oh, the
Yeah.
streaming awards.
Yeah, they've been doing this for
I've
a long
never
time.
heard of this.
Really?
Never, never in my life.
I know Mr. Beast always gets invited and shows up at them.
Well, of
Did
course
they
he
do
would.
a 2024 one? Well, I guess no, they didn't because they do them in the middle of the year. So
But is this for? This isn't for streaming. This is for videos.
it's kind of for everything. Because Kai Cenat won in 2023 for Streamer of the Year. They have a thing for streamers.
But
They
I
have a
wonder if they added the streamer part after because YouTube streaming only recently got big.
you don't have to stream on YouTube to be
Oh,
nominated. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Because I don't think Kai Cenat streams to YouTube, and he won. I don't think Iron Mouse does either.
oh yeah, I don't know about Iron Man. Well, I could see
XQ,
her doing it.
XQC doesn't even works on like a completely weird ass fucking side
Yeah, he
platform.
works
So
on Kick, I think.
yeah, so yeah, you definitely don't have to stream on what's it called.
That's
But
so
apparently,
weird.
yeah, I'm surprised you never heard of this because I know about this one at least because I'm much more plugged into YouTubers than other forms of media creation like anything on Instagram or Kick or Twitch or anything. So that being said, it's all trash. Like no YouTuber I like has ever been nominated because it's all like it's people like Mr. Beast and the Paul brothers and the D'Amelio sisters and XQC and it's just kind of like it's pretty
I
generic
almost
shit.
wonder.
ASI gets all kinds of awards every
Well, so
year on
I
there.
almost wonder if the reason I don't know about it is because it's too official. Because I don't
Yeah.
care if it's like, okay, for instance, right? For the streamer awards, that's like these people that all work together. It's like
Hmm.
they're all friends. They all
Yeah.
show up because they're all. It's like a giant group gathering. And while you say maybe an award doesn't mean anything, I would argue that because none of the awards are given like chosen by the host. It's all the community. So for that year, it does kind of mean something. Like it
Yeah.
means that out of these people that could watch all these creators, they were like, you know what? Out of all of them, this person was the best Minecraft one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't know, but I feel like it has two different vibes. Because of course, the streamer awards, it's not as official, but it is like we choose it. Like it's more of the community based. Whereas this could be, it could still have that community, but again, it has that gap of connection with fans, if that makes sense. Because where streamers are always plugged in, YouTube creators and stuff like that might not be, and you never know who's actually hosting the event.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I definitely feel that. I think the problem that I have is that I think once you hit a certain amount of I don't know how to say it. It's not success necessarily. I guess it's like I feel like there's two types of successful creators. There's the creators that succeed and want to continue to create new things and make new fans and move forward and make new content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's those who succeed and it devolves into like rich people games. You know what I mean? Like everything Mr. Beast does. And that's not an insult to him, right? I'm sure he does a lot of philanthropy and stuff. So I'm not coming at him, but I think that there is a line, or there's two like levels where on one level it's the top of the top, like the absolute, like XQC, like Mr. Beast, top of the top. And then their bottom is like us, like making this podcast or us streaming and stuff. And in the middle, not in terms of success, but in terms of like where they're at in their career, there is a tier of people that understand the bottom
And the top.
better, yeah, and the top, rather than, because I don't know how to say it. Mr. Beast is not relatable. You know what I mean? Like, at all. He's just
Yeah.
not relatable. Nobody, Charlie D'Amelio is not, the D'Amelio family is not relatable. The Kim Kardashian, she is not relatable.
Okay,
You
for
know what I mean?
instance, right? Hear me out. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, for instance, I enjoy baking to some extent, like baking bread, right? I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. So I go watch Cutie Cinderella, right?
hmm
That feel is a much different vibe where, she's somewhere in the middle and she's always looking at chat or whatever. She's plugged in to what her
Yeah.
community's saying. But she also has the friends that are like, they're doing something different in the streaming category. Like, they're not cooking and stuff. They're not doing the
Yeah.
stuff she does, but they might also be up higher.
Yeah.
And they might have too many people that they can't stay plugged in. For an example, I don't know if they're friends, but a person who has a lot of success, but I don't necessarily enjoy their streams like at all, is like Aiden Ross.
That name's familiar to me, but I don't. Aiden
Aiden
Ross.
Ross got signed over to Kick. So,
Oh,
do
yeah.
you know what Kick is in general?
Yeah, Aiden Ross, the Australian-born New Zealand rugby union player for the Chiefs. I understand this brought me the wrong Aiden Ross. But I do know what Kick is. It used to be like an instant messaging app.
No, that's totally different things.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's KIK.
Oh, no, yeah, okay,
Kick
this one. This is the
actually.
one that they started that signed XQC. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So I'm pretty sure the way Kick works is Twitch banned like gambling stuff on their stream on their platform. Kick, I think, bought the license to use the code for their for Twitch's website. So if you go to kick.com, it looks exactly like Twitch, like bar for bar. But then
hmm
Kick also signed on all these people. So if you know anything about the past, I'm pretty sure like Ninja also got signed to like Mixer, which was the streaming platform, and I think Shroud did too. I could be getting the platform wrong, but they got signed, and it was signed for like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But Mixer or whatever that platform was went under, and so their contracts got void. So they basically got the money and was able to go back to whatever platform they wanted to. Aiden Ross apparently also got one of these deals, and now is over on Kick, a new streaming website, because they wanted bigger streamers to bring more viewers. I'm pretty sure that, because I'm pretty sure at one point Aiden Ross said he was going to interview like Kim Jong Un, and then brought on
Yeah.
an impersonator.
Yeah.
But he also straight up is just like, he'll invite different people on and is like, hey, we'll play this rock, paper, scissors game and bet like $500,000 on it. And I'm like, that's not good content. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But obviously, people were looking at it and still watching it. But it sort of fits that same line where, like, most people can't relate to that. It's not relatable. I would assume he's up there because of all that money, if that makes sense. I probably got this all wrong, but
I know what you mean, though.
unrelatable streamer. But then that middle tier cutie is relatable because they seem like an average person. They're streaming. Yeah, they can put on a big event, but to be fair, if anyone put as much time and like super effort into it, they could run an event. They might not have the skills to do it at first, but they'll get up to it. Stuff like that.
No, I feel that. But yeah, I guess that's just for me, is that it's like, I just don't like the content of like big streaming and big YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because it's just like at some point it's just nothing like at all. Like that's how I feel about basically anything like the Paul brothers did, like even before they were fucks. You know what I mean? Like back when they started, it was just like two rich white kids just fucking around, and it's like I don't care about any of this. It's like I kind of see what you're saying and why you would prefer the QT Cinderella awards because specifically they are hosted by them, which means that they have resources. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because but they maintain a relatability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's for me kind of like where it's at. And I thought oh, I guess not. Never mind. Sorry. That was a very random thought that just kind of came into my head.
But
I just
also,
like
it's
shut
kind
down all
of
the way for a second.
for like another instance, right? It's like
Hmm.
the bigger award show probably has like a whole team and department. But for like cutie and stuff like that, from what it seems like, obviously I don't know the facts. From what it seems like, throughout like the whole year, she's doing things like herself. Like she's nitpicking all the little details, and she's getting her friends that like aren't that don't really care about being at the like show as like an attendee. She's
Yeah,
getting them to also basically run around and work behind the scenes, which is
that's fair.
it's cool because it's like, wow, this person did this and didn't have 40 people on her team to do this kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's admirable
Yeah,
in
I
that way.
understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's just not
But
as like it's not as corporate. I guess is the best way to say it.
big corpos, no.
But
Well,
also, by the way, this
oh,
is the
continue.
Fluffy Biscuits podcast.
Oh, yep.
We're at 30 minutes or thereabouts, so I think this is a good time. My name is Zach. You can find me on YouTube at Pixelated Trash. This is Jacob, our wonderful co-host and editor. You can find him over at NazirTL. You can also find him on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter at
You
NazirTL.
said
You
kid.
can, if you are watching this on YouTube, you can listen to it on Spotify. If you're listen to this on Spotify, you can watch it on YouTube.
You can actually find me on Kick as Victor TL because
Good
they won't
God.
allow Nazir TL as a name.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were joking. You straight up do have a.
Yeah, I
Huh.
do. I do.
Good for you, bud. I'm proud of you.
I'm making sure I got places to be. I'm gonna stream the Kick now. I'm a Kick streamer. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, that'll be it.
No, I don't watch Kick. I also this is just my theory, but I kind of feel like Kick also does some like view botting,
Hmm.
like on their own. But that
Oh
non-factual statement,
yeah,
I don't know if
that would be
that's
wild.
true or not. Because it's like I don't know. I never hear anyone being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the streamer on Kick." But then you go and it's like an outrageous number of people. But also, so okay, do you know you okay? I don't want to talk about Twitch for like too much longer because I want to
Yeah,
go into a topic that you have. But do you know how like the Twitch algorithm sort of works when you click on a category?
I don't know anything about it.
Well,
Algorithms, period.
well, it
On any format.
basically it naturally sorts people. So like say you're like, okay, there's a ton of people watching Call of Duty. I'm gonna stream Call of Duty because that's what I want to play. You should
Mhm.
always stream what you want to play regardless. But also, if you're looking at it, and you're like, okay, there's like 100,000 people in general watching the category for Call of Duty Warzone. If you start up your stream and you don't have like a following, your stream gets put all the way down at the very bottom because it's sorted to where the biggest streamers are up top and it like goes down.
I
And
feel
then
you.
I guess if you hit the mark where you have like the same amount of viewers as other people. It's like alphabetical is what I would assume until it like
Yeah.
gets to a lower tier. So that's what I'm kind of saying, but I feel like Kick also just does a better job. Okay, for instance, if I go on Twitch and I look at the sidebar, right? If I look
Yeah.
at the sidebar, there's all the people I follow at the top part, and then it's separated by icon. And then there's a bunch of people I have no fucking idea who they are, but there's still people there. If I go to Kick, there's like people I don't follow, and it's Aiden Ross, other people XQC, and then there's like no one else. Like it's not advertising any small streamers at all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they can sweep really small streamers under the rug quite
Yeah.
easily, regardless if it's their intention or not.
That's fair. Yeah. But I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it doesn't really matter to them as long as you're coming to watch the popular ones. They're getting their money. So
Yeah. So what do you have anything you would like to pivot to?
not really too much today. I haven't really had much going on. Even like before our recording, we recorded episode 21 on Friday, the 16th. This is episode 23. It'll come out later. I don't know the date, but it'll come out in a couple weeks. And in the time between finishing that recording, doing my titling of the videos and stuff for us, I basically just sat in bed and played PlayStation for all of Friday night and Saturday. Yeah, in fact, I don't think I even left the house Saturday. Did I? I can't remember.
No, it was raining, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even leave Saturday, so well,
I do
except
think
for
the
work.
next stream we do, like
Mhm.
if we're gonna stream, because we're streaming Super Mario Sunshine. That
Yes,
is
we are.
for the Fluffy Biscuits, but I do want you to join me for Super Mario 64. But I want that on my channel because that's a game
That's
I want
fair.
to stream. But I would
That is
like you to
fair.
join me for it, and I can still the VODs for it can still go to the Fluffy Biscuits channel because if I was gonna use like any part of the VOD for my own channel, it would only be like highlights.
Yeah, I feel you.
Also,
What exciting conversation for everyone to listen to. You can hear how we plan out our
well,
fucking stream schedules.
I actually
You got something else?
recorded. No,
Oh,
I time lapsed me editing the videos, so I'm gonna
I
put
feel you.
that in a vlog coming up soon because I think it's funny because I think vlogs in general, like the concept of them is funny that you're like watching someone live through their day.
That's fair.
So I thought it'd be kind of funny to make like a shitty vlog because I don't really do anything other than nerd stuff, edit videos, read books, play game, and then go play D&D. So I also time lapsed a D&D game yesterday. I'm gonna time lapse another one tonight
I
because it's
feel that.
different. I DM'd a DM game yesterday or a D&D game yesterday, and tonight I'm gonna be a player. It's different. It's two different things. But that was another thing I wanted to do is I actually wanted to time lapse us streaming.
That seems so fucking boring.
I know. But that's kind of the point because it's like making fun of the idea of vlogs.
I
Obviously,
think
I enjoy watching vlogs, but I think the idea of them is kind of funny.
I guess that's fair. Just makes me think of like a time lapse of someone like building like a really intricate like machine or something, and then it like the next recommended video is a time lapse of me in bed playing Rune Factory 4 for 8 straight hours.
Well, there's gonna be stuff like in between. It's not just gonna
Oh,
be
I
time
gotcha.
lapses. It's like the
Oh,
time
okay.
lapses. There's gonna be pieces that lead into them.
I see. That sounds like a much better idea than what I was thinking.
I also forgot to tell you last episode when we were talking about Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
that while I may not like the Gundam shows that much, I liked Iron Blooded Orphans. But I do think because I like painting like D&D miniatures for our games,
Yeah.
I think I would really enjoy a stream where me and you both get like a cheap Gundam miniature
Oh Lord.
and you're using your webcam to like stream to me through Discord and I'm streaming us both put together a cheap Gundam miniature for the Fluffy
Jesus
Biscuits
Christ.
channel.
You say cheap, man. Okay, so wild thing that I do that is very out of fashion nowadays. I
Oh boy.
collect baseball cards
Yeah.
and like still, like actively buy them still. And they're very expensive, so I don't do it very often. But the when I'm there, I always at the hobby shop, I always look at like their models and stuff, and they still have like a lot of Gundams and like anime models and stuff. But holy fuck, they're pricey. Now, obviously, hobby shops are kind of a little well known for upmarking, not too terribly much most of the time, but sometimes, especially if you like. Now, if you're buying something like a card, you know that they've appraised themselves.
Wait,
You're
talk
probably
about
gonna get.
upmarking. Hobby Lobby took the tablet of Gilgamesh.
What? What are you saying to me right now? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's really funny. I didn't know that. Taken from my
I'm
rack and
pretty
bought
sure
by
they
Hobby
also
Lobby.
stole a bunch of iPads.
Yeah, that whole company's like real fucking gross actually at the top when you like break it down. They have
Yeah.
some real fucking weird concepts going on over there.
An ancient tablet stolen, then acquired by Hobby Lobby will be returned to Iraq. I it's so funny to me that
Also,
happened.
it's funny to me that you thought of like a hobby store and you put Hobby Lobby because they don't even sell models or anything at the one near me.
Oh, they do
It's
the one near me.
the one near me is like home decor and like crafts kind of stuff. There's no like
There's like one aisle that has a bunch of cheap figures, and that's why I was like, we could get cheap Gundams because that's what they have.
I wonder how much a Gundam model on Amazon is. Let's do it
It
live. Gundam model.
it really depends on what model you're getting. To
I
be
can get
fair,
a full 85 LED light up model of the Titanic for $40.
in my D&D game, I confirmed that the space Titanic happened
That's fair. I can believe that.
because
Yeah,
the spell jar.
most of these models are pretty cheap. There's some that get up like into the 30s. Most of them are like 15, 17, 20, 32. None of them are terrible. Oh, you can get the Queen Anne's Revenge. $45.
It would be like I said, it'd be cool if we did this for the Fluffy Biscuits channel, and then of course we could then add it to our background. For you, it would be a little harder, but you could at least put it up there next to your TV for when we
That
record.
TV's that TV's on the wall, by the way, not on a stand.
What's below it?
Another TV.
Oh, okay, that's crazy because I thought that was a dresser this whole time.
No, yeah, that's why I'm always pointing out. Me and Mallory have her TV on top of my TV. Like, that's
I
the
guess
thing.
it's harder to tell because it's black, so it kind
Yeah,
of looks like a weird dresser and a TV sitting on top of it.
yeah. That's a 2K TV, and then that's a 1080p TV, and that came with my house, and I just left it mounted in the wall. And so Mallory uses it. I used to use it. Well, I still do. I use it to watch YouTube while I'm playing games, but now Mallory uses it to play while we play games together.
Well, I'm sure we can figure out something for like somewhere for it to go for you.
Yeah, I could put it like here on my desk or over there on my desk or over there. It'll look great. You can't see it.
We get you a small shelf to put above the Irish flag in your background.
Yeah. It'd be pretty high to reach, actually.
Honestly, it kind of like throughout the podcast episode, it slowly pans from your face and zooms in to the figure and then zooms back. Just to make sure it's seen.
Here I come. Well, hold on.
There's
Okay.
a store named Gundam Planet.
Well, I can probably imagine what they sell.
There's some hentai figures.
I wouldn't doubt that. Oh, hey, I did find Gundam Planet.
You
What
need
kind of
USA
prices do you?
Gundam store. That's what you need. That's the one I've always been told to go to.
Yeah, that
They
one
have
was
a
recommended to me a
monster.
second ago.
They have a Monster Hunter Zoids Sonic Bird, like Rathalos.
You just said so much to me that besides Zoids that I didn't quite comprehend, but
So imagine building a Rathalos, which is the red dragon from Monster Hunter, with a Zoid model kit.
oh, I feel you. I was told there was porn on here, and I'm not seeing any fuck figures.
Well, if you're looking at the USA Gundam store, you're not going to see it.
No, the other one. I'm at the one you were, Gundam Planet.
Oh, well, you missed out.
Oh no, I'm seeing. Okay, well there is some. I wouldn't call it porn, but it's.
Well, I
You would
wasn't calling
probably.
it that. I just said
No,
hentai.
that's fair.
Perverted figures.
Fair. Because there's a lot of those, and they're very expensive. How on earth? How on earth is that $400? How?
This is a cool figure. The
Are you on
HGBF Transient
U.S.
Gundam
Gundam
Glacier.
store? It doesn't help that I know nowadays, especially, nothing about Gundams. So, I also realize I have absolutely no tools to put a kit together, much
It
less like
comes
the.
with the tools, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know that that's true.
Shh, just trust.
Yep, I'll just have my. I'll be like, and I present to you my model. It's just all the parts in a pile, and I'm like,
You would just need like a clipper and maybe a little piece of sandpaper and glue. That's all you would
all I'm
need.
gonna do is just super glue it all into like an amalgamation.
You don't super glue, you just use hot glue. So it has all like the
Ah.
hot glue strands everywhere on it.
And it's like melting in places. Holy shit! Yeah, they do have a lot of cool figures on here. Gundams always do look pretty cool, and I think
Yeah.
they're pretty ace. But
I like the way they look. I don't like the
Yeah.
show that much. But I would be
Same.
down to do a Gundam
did you ever get
figure
into
stream with you.
Bionicle as a kid?
Yes.
That was like my first experience with kind of like putting a model together was the Bionicles. I really liked them. And now, obviously,
How's
don't get
that
me
a
wrong,
fucking
they were easy to.
centaur?
Oh,
There's a fucking
Centaur Gundam.
centaur. Sorry, continue. I cut you off.
I'll just say they were pretty easy to put together, like all told. But
Okay, wait. Unironically, this is kind of fire, and I might get it.
what is?
I might get this at some point. Not right now, but I might get it.
Yeah, that looks like something you definitely should own.
Yeah.
Put it in your house, preferably wherever women entering your room will immediately notice it.
Talk shit. Talk shit. There's a tab on this website for viewers. It's just called Mecha Girls. It's kind of funny.
Oh, I can believe that 100%. Man, you know, I'm on a kick now of just toys. You know what I want fucking more? I want
Saint
fucking
Seiya stuff. What
I want Beast Wars fucking toys. That's what I miss.
beating
The Beast Wars were goddamn best. You remember Beast Wars?
No.
It was Transformers. It was like literally in the same.
Oh,
it was the same people and
it's
everything. It was Transformers, but they were
beasts.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast Wars Transformers were the fucking coolest thing. Megatron from fucking Beast Wars was his fucking hand was a T-Rex. It's like, come on.
Oh wait, I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was guess what cat my boyfriend named, and there was 3 cats, or there was 4 cats, but the first 3 went like Chuck, Nick, and Sam, and then the third one was a little kitten, and it said Megatron.
I could believe that.
I'm like, shit. Facts.
Why
I'd
are
name
you
a cat
charging me
Megatron.
so much for this?
I think giving cats or like dogs really dumb names is like kind of mean, but also hilarious.
I give my pets normal names and then I just mock them with mean names all the rest of the time. Like Miso is named Miso and Frizzle is named Frizzle, but I call him Frizzle, baby idiot, and I call Miso my fat chunk, and I don't
just call
actually
my
call
cat
either of them
cat.
by their
I'm
name.
not gonna lie. I'd be like, "Where's
Well,
the
that's
cat?"
fair. Does it even have a name?
Yeah,
Like, did
my
your cat?
cat's name is
Oh,
Selena.
oh, Gomez.
No, after the moon
Oh,
goddess because she's all white.
ah,
I put
like Gomez.
thought into my names.
No, I feel that. I put thought into my name too. Well, the first one, and I didn't name Frizzle, though it does fit. It's pretty appropriate for her. I'll give you that much.
When I was really young, I had a cat that was like all gray
Mm-hmm.
that I named Carmen.
San
Off
Diego.
of the no, well maybe I don't know. I don't. Who's the actor that played Carmen and George Lopez? Did you watch George Lopez?
I didn't like it, but my mom did, so I had to watch it a good bit.
It was.
Carmen,
Is it
Marcela
Brian?
Lucia, Marcela Lucia,
That sounds right, I guess.
Carmen Lopez, portrayed by Marcela Lucia. I can't pronounce his name. I apologize. Marcela, Marcela
You
Lucia.
can stop now. This is,
I
but yeah,
found it. I found the little pronunciation guide.
when I was like really young, I think I had a crush on her, and that's why I named my cat Carmen.
Ah,
When I
that's
was
fair.
really young.
I did not expect George Lopez to have its own wiki. I'm not gonna lie to you.
George Lopez was a fire show. I enjoyed that
Anyway,
show.
I just did not expect it to have its own wiki.
Like pretty much every show has its own wiki.
I guess that's fair.
Do you know Wizards of Waverly Place on Disney Channel?
Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar.
Did you know it's coming back? They're remaking a show with all the cast and stuff like that, except for Max.
Where's
I
it coming
think.
out on?
Um,
Oh, probably Disney Plus. Or was that
maybe.
a Nickelodeon thing?
No, it was Disney. You're right. You had it right. Have more faith.
Well, wait,
Waverly
why
Place.
isn't the like main guy coming back or Max,
Well,
one of the main
Max
guys?
wasn't. He's one of the main guys. The reason why I don't know if he's coming back, but everything I've seen doesn't have him in it.
I feel you.
Um,
No,
where does this?
he's slated for it
Oh, he is.
because it's just gonna be called Wizards, isn't it? Or is
Yeah.
that a completely different thing that he's doing that's also called Wizard?
No, it's called Wizards.
Yeah, he's got credits on it.
I wonder if because for all the stuff, it just doesn't like. For instance, like they'll post pictures of them all hanging out, and he's just not there, or like them going
That's fair.
to
I mean,
the.
maybe I'm wrong. He just has a credit for it. But
No,
considering this,
I think you're right because I just found one saying that he confirmed he's coming back on it. Okay, you're right. You're right. I was wrong. As a kid, though, I also really love the show, so I think I might actually watch this.
I saw the Wizard's Return movie that came out. It was like an hour-long special, and I watched that in like a haze on like cold medicine on TV, like actual TV, like cable,
Yeah,
like way back when, because I think it came out like 2011, 2012, something like that. But I yeah, I I never really saw the movie. I mean, or the show. I'm just vaguely familiar with its premise. And also, didn't it have that porn girl in it?
what?
It had wasn't Bella Thorne in it? Am I
No,
crazy?
no,
Oh.
that's a different show.
I
That
swear
was
Bella
Shake
Thorne.
It Up, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
This has Selena Gomez, Patrick Henry, and the guy who plays Max. That I always forget his name, sadly.
David Henry, actually. And it's Jake
Oh,
T.
David
Austin
Henry.
is the other guy.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. I only know Selena Gomez.
Oh, yeah, it did actually have Bella Thorne in it as a guest star. That's funny. But no, this isn't the show I was thinking of with her, though.
Well, just so you and anyone who ends up watching that hasn't seen it, the premise of it is that the kids, basically a wizard family gets born, right? Like basically
Yes.
a wizard marries off, blah blah blah. The kids, only one of them can actually keep their magic. So the whole premise of the show is them all learning magic, and again, it's like a comedy, like a sitcom almost. So it's like they're learning magic, doing goofy stuff, but then the end is when there's like a trial slash tournament thing where they have to decide which one is going to become like the family wizard.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember this correctly, but I have the vague feeling that at the end of the show, I'm pretty sure either someone won and chose to give it to another one of the siblings and was like, hey, they can have the power, or someone won and was like, I'm changing the rules
I
so
gotcha.
that all of them could keep it. I kind of feel like it was I'm changing the rules because the older brother, I think, was slated to like take over an academy in the show. I don't know. I don't remember. This is like childhood memories. I do know that they ran a sub shop, and I thought that was funny.
Well, all right then. I mean, I can't fault you there.
Because I'm pretty sure it was like, well, whoever doesn't get the magic can help run the family sub shop. And I'm like, damn, fuck that.
No, I feel that. I will say, earlier I said just to make sure that I cover my bases. When I said, "Oh, isn't that the porn girl Bella Thorne?" Does not do porn, but she directs it. Just in case anybody's curious, that's what I
Okay.
meant by that.
I
Though.
didn't know that.
Yeah, she won an award for it actually.
That's actually pretty fire.
Yeah.
Who won the wizard competition?
Who won the Wizards and Wizards of Waverly Place? I was actually trying to figure that out myself, but I can't.
Okay, so this is how it ended. So
Mhm.
Alex, which is Selena Gomez's characters, wins the
Yeah.
actual competition. The older brother, Justin, which is David Henry,
Yeah.
he gets to keep his powers because he's going to become the headmaster of the wizard school that they went to at later seasons. And then Max loses his powers and becomes the head of the family shop.
That's fucking pathetic.
Well, to be fair,
Fucking wrecked.
his character was more of like that aloof character
Mhm.
who almost didn't care about magic, and when he used it, it was like to abuse it. Like he would do something stupid with it,
Yeah.
and like so it kind of makes sense now that I think about it.
This David Henry guy, he looks so familiar. But I have not seen anything that he's really been in. TV or movie. Why? Oh, yeah, he's Lane in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. That's right. David Henry, let's go.
Okay.
He's the daughter's love interest for the whole movie in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. I can't fuck. It all comes full circle, Jacob. We're
comes
ending
full
this
circle.
episode right now. We're at time, and we've all come full circle. The podcast began fucking 6 months ago with me talking about Paul Blart, and now here we're at episode 23, and I'm ending talking about Paul Blart. It's
In later
Ouroboros.
episodes, it'll come back
Yeah, exactly.
to David Henry, and then we'll be like, "That's the guy that was in Paul Blart."
No, it'll come to whoever he's currently dating, and there'll be something about her we read. Then we'll see David Henry. Then we'll see Paul Blart. No, but thank you all so much for watching or listening. If you listened on Spotify, feel free to go follow us on YouTube, where you can watch the video version at the Fluffy Biscuits Podcast. If you watch the video version on YouTube and you want to see more, go check us out on Spotify for the audio version. We also have streams and daily videos that are recorded throughout the week that go up on the Fluffy Biscuits Podcast YouTube channel that you can check out, including gameplay from me and Jacob, and the VODs for our weekly streams, which could be as soon as tomorrow, the day we're recording this. Let me think of everything else. My name is Zach. You can find me on YouTube at Pixelated Trash. That is Jacob. You can find him on YouTube at NazirTL. You can find him at Twitter at NazirTL. You can find us on Twitter at the Fluffy Biscuits Podcast. And I think that's it. Oh, we should be streaming to the YouTube now by the time you're watching this. So if you want to see the streams live, make sure to go subscribe to us on YouTube. If we're not streaming on YouTube, then you can find us on twitch.tv/NazirTL.
Okay, bye.
Bye.